Greetings. In January 2020, a team of district leaders shared an overview of the upcoming work and direction for City Schools of Decatur's 5-year district improvement plan and long-term goals. This presentation is a follow-up video to help all stakeholders clearly understand the beliefs, values, systems, and frameworks that will guide our work. Several years ago, the district equity department, with input from the Equity Advisory Council and other key stakeholders, crafted CSD's beliefs and values regarding equity, and these foundational principles have guided our work since that time. Hence, as a district that is fully dedicated to paying the educational debt to our students of color, we intentionally use our equity beliefs and values to guide our overall district strategic and improvement plan. We believe that City Schools of Decatur will have achieved educational equity when all students have the resources, opportunities, and rigorous and relevant learning needs to enable their educational success. As we make decisions in CSD, we ensure that the following values are upheld: high expectations for all students, a culture that honors all students and staff regardless of their cultural or racial background, a culture that is reflective and inclusive of all students and staff regardless of their culture or racial background, inclusive and parent-family engagement, systematic use of data to determine and establish an equitable allocation of resources, intentional development and implementation of district policies and practices with a focus on amplifying equity. Also, working together to eliminate inequitable patterns of academic achievement and disciplinary practices based on race, socioeconomic status, and gender. Having established common beliefs and values, we also needed to establish a theory of action to help guide our work and keep us focused on results. Our theory of action establishes the conditions that we believe will ensure equitable outcomes. In CSD, we believe if we establish a balance of accountability and empowerment, where highly effective leadership at the school and district level ensure our teachers deliver highly effective instruction while also being supported in their own growth and development as professionals, this will result in equitable academic and discipline outcomes for all students. With clearly articulated beliefs, values, and a theory of action, we now have the essential components to build a robust framework to achieve equitable outcomes for our students. We selected the outline of a schoolhouse to help create a visual representation. The schoolhouse image also serves as a reminder of our relationship and partnership with City of Decatur as a city of homes, schools, and places of worship. The CSD framework for equitable outcomes starts with a foundation of stakeholder engagement and transparent communication. We believe these are essential foundational components to ensure we build and maintain trust with all stakeholder groups. On this strong foundation, we have identified 3 pillars that connect the foundation to the vision and mission for City Schools of Decatur. The pillars are based on the ends policies and outcomes outlined in our board policy manual. We believe we can accomplish our vision and mission, which in this framework is represented by our roof of our schoolhouse structure, by using our theory of action to advance racial equity, accelerate student learning, and build and sustain a positive culture and climate. Finally, to ensure we have a clear through line to link our beliefs, values, theory of action, we bring these components together through a coherence framework and the framework for equitable outcomes, which applies to each of our 10 schools and includes measurable results for improvement. This is accomplished by using our framework for equitable outcomes to identify strategic priorities and initiatives. With this framework built on our beliefs, values, and theory of action, we are able to ensure our priorities and initiatives can take root and flourish. Our overarching priority is to pay the educational debt to students from historically marginalized racial groups, and we will ensure this is a priority through consistent use of restorative practices, implementing district-wide positive behavioral interventions and supports, adopting and implementing a social emotional learning curriculum, and through consistent and pervasive implementation of our CSD instructional framework in every classroom throughout the district. The next component of our coherence framework is to ensure we have district and school improvement plans that operationalize the action steps needed to meet our goals. The district plan will be used as the foundation for all local school improvement plans to ensure alignment in our work. This creates a clear through line all the way from individual classrooms to our overall district goals. The district and local school improvement plans will all include SMART goals, regular collection and review of data to monitor progress, and clear action steps. The final part of our coherence framework is underlined by all agreements with underlined by an agreement from the district to be accountable for equitable outcomes through ethical governance, leadership, transparent communication, stakeholder engagement, and regular progress monitoring and reporting. So you may be asking, what is the next step to a successful launch of this ambitious plan? The next immediate step is that we will share more details about our 3 pillars with stakeholder groups. We want to make sure that all stakeholders have a solid understanding of the goals we are setting and the action steps we plan to take to meet these goals. School leaders will share this presentation and upcoming presentations with their staff and school leadership teams, along with a survey to provide feedback. We will also hold district-wide stakeholder feedback sessions to gather additional input. I will be partnering with each department leader in the district to host coffee chats for each department so we can gather feedback and input from our stakeholders along these departmental themes. After feedback has been gathered and reviewed, we will share our final district improvement plan with schools and our community. We hope you will join us and engage with us in this work, as we feel it is essential to hear the voices from our various stakeholder groups so we can work together to make City Schools of Decatur a place where children can be their best, achieve their dreams, and make the world a better place.